Hello students, how are you? Today we are going to study the poem Concord by Ralph Waldo Emerson. With 8 syllables in each line, the Concord has 4 quatrains with each line following iambic tetrameter style and has a typical external rhyme scheme of AB, AB, which alternates from line to line. Iams mean two, containing 2 syllables, one is unstressed and other is stressed. Tetra means 4, so this poem will have 8 syllables and 4 meters or feet. If you look at the screen, you will find the word flood and stood in red colors. They are rhyming, though. And similarly, unfurled and whirled, they are rhyming because they have same sounds. So the rhyme scheme of this poem is AB AB. In the lines, in between the lines, you will see the words in yellow color. They are unstressed syllables, and the words with black colors are stressed syllables. Even the words with white and red colors are also stressed syllables. If you make how to make a meter, if you take one unstressed syllable and one stressed syllable, you will make 1 meter or 1 feet. Similarly, if you make one unstressed syllable and one stressed syllable, you will make another feet. So there will be 4 feet there. So there's 8 syllable and 4 feet. So that's why it is called tetra iambic meter. I have told you the iambic means two. So iambic tetrameter, which has 2 syllables and 4 meters in the poem. Now we study the poem stanza by stanza. First of all, I am going to read it. By the root bridge that reached the flood, their flags to April breeze unfurled. Here once the embattled farmers stood, and fired them shot heard round the world. The first stanza of the poem is the only stanza in past tense, providing the historical background to the monument's significance. The motif of the river exists throughout this poem, beginning on the first line when the majestic flood first appears. Emerson compares the battle of nature as the battle took many lives. The bridge was assaulted by a flood. Emerson continues this comparison as the wind waved the colonial flag, which was illegal to display at the time, and the embattled farmer began their rebellious fight. Similarly, Emerson mentions April breeze at the start of spring, which is the season of rebirth and growth. As the soldiers fight for new life and they go through the dawning of new age of freedom, this poem of Emerson is extremely well known, partially because he coined the mark, the short heard round the world, which is still used to describe even the start of any revolutionary war in America and other part of the world. The four long since in silent slept, are like the conqueror's silent sleep, and time the ruined bridge has swept down the dark stream which seaward creeps. So again, silent and swept are rhyming, sleeps and creeps are rhyming. So the rhyme scheme pattern is still going on in the same way. In the second stanza, Emerson's nature imagery again parallels the battle. As soldiers have died, the bridge has also been ruined, swept down the dark stream which seawards creeps. The peacefulness of this imagery follows Emerson's theme that the passage of time and the journey from life to death, while also furthering the rebel motive. Emerson reflects on the impartiality of death as both foe and conqueror sleep. Emerson's narrative, now in the present tense, implements imagery of nature to the bridge and stream and applies alliterations and repetitions, writing silent slept and silent sleep. Third stanza. On this green bank by the soft stream, we set today a votive stone. The memory may their deed redeem when, like our sires, our sons are gone. Okay, the third stanza reflects further on remembering those who are worthy of remembrance. The serene, calm imagery associated with this green bank by this short stream is indicative that the battling and brutality have passed, and it is now time for remembrance and appreciation. Emerson links the actions of human to the progressions of natures, comparing the history of the Battle of Concord and the behavior of the nature surrounding them. The idea is enforced through the personification of nature and time in the fourth stanza. It commemorates the soldiers who sacrificed their lives in the Battle of Concord. Emerson recognizes the sacrifice of the colonists who did lose their lives in the initial skirmishes of the war. He reminds not only those who listened at the original dedication ceremony, but also readers today of the importance of remembering their loss and keeping it at the center of the memorial that was established. We set today a votive stone. The memory may lead their deeds redeemed. So it is the center of memorial that was established, and the poet wants the people to remember it. Stanza 4. Spirit that made those heroes dare to die and leave their children free, with times and nature's gentle spared, the shaft we raise to them and thee. In the final quatrains, final stanza of the poem, this speaker moves on to discuss the more ephemeral element of the moment. He is interested in portraying the emotions which go along with remembrance and the need to continue to speak about the brave men and the women of the past. He stated that it was the Spirit or God which made those people to stand up, and when they did, they died for their children. It is because of the embedded formula of the first stanza that America has the freedom it does today. In the last two lines, the speaker asks God to ask time and nature to spare the statue which was raised on the particular day. It is a monument to both God and the lost man. He believes it should never come to harm. So, students, I have explained each and every part of this poem. So, if you have any questions, please write the question in your comment. I'll answer those questions there. Thank you.